Hello! Welcome back to our show, Speak English with Me.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here.
I'm Amy.
And I'm David. On this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English.
Today, we are going to learn how to talk about transportation. It's a very common conversation topic. You'll use this English in many situations.
When you travel, when you go to work, when you talk about your daily life, transportation is everywhere.
That's right. It's very useful English to know.
And before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel for lots of real-life English practice. It will really help you improve your English fast.
Okay, now let's get started.
So, Amy, how are you today?
I'm really good, thank you. Actually, I'm very excited.
Excited? Why are you excited?
Well, I learned something new this week. I learned to ride an electric scooter.
An electric scooter? That's great. Was it difficult?
At first, yes. I was a little nervous. But after 10 minutes, it was easy.
Where did you ride it?
In the park near my apartment. I see them everywhere in the city now. They're very popular.
That's true. I see many people on electric scooters. They're fast for short trips.
Exactly. What about you, David? How was your week?
My week was interesting. I tried a new rideshare app.
A new rideshare app? Tell me more.
Well, I usually take the bus to work, but this morning I woke up late.
Oh no. What did you do?
I used the new rideshare app. A car came in 5 minutes. It was very quick.
That's convenient. Was it expensive?
A little expensive, but I was late, so it was worth it.
I understand. Sometimes we need a fast option.
Exactly. Well, speaking of transportation, that's our topic today. Let's talk about all the different ways to get around.
Good idea. Let's start.
So, Amy, you work from home, right?
Yes, I do. I teach English online from my home office.
Do you have a daily commute?
No, I don't have a commute now. My commute is just from my bedroom to my office. It's about 10 steps.
That's a very short commute. But did you always work from home?
No. Before I worked at a local primary school, I was an English teacher there.
How did you get to the school?
I drove my car. It was about 15 minutes from my apartment.
Was parking easy?
Yes, I was lucky. The school had teacher parking spaces. I always parked in one of the teacher spaces. It was free and very convenient.
That's nice. Parking can be very difficult sometimes.
That's true. My friend drives downtown for work. She says parking is terrible there.
I agree. Downtown parking is expensive and hard to find. That's one reason I take the bus.
So you'd take the bus every day?
Almost every day, I take the number 17 bus.
How long is your bus ride?
About 25 minutes, sometimes longer if there's traffic.
Do you like taking the bus?
Most of the time, yes. I can listen to music or a podcast. I don't need to worry about traffic or parking.
What about when the bus is crowded?
That's not fun. During rush hour, the bus is very full. Sometimes I have to stand.
Standing on a moving bus is not comfortable.
No, it isn't. But usually I can find a seat.
What's rush hour?
Rush hour is the busy time in the morning and evening. Many people go to work in the morning. Many people go home in the evening. The roads are full of cars. The buses and trains are very crowded.
I see. So it's called rush hour because everyone is in a rush.
Exactly. Everyone is in a hurry.
When I worked at the school, I drove before rush hour. I left my apartment at 7:30. The roads were not too busy.
That's smart. If you can avoid rush hour, you should.
Now let's talk about trains. Do you ever take the train, David?
Yes, sometimes. When I visit my family, I take the train.
Where does your family live?
They live in another city. It's about 2 hours away by train.
2 hours. That's a long trip.
It is, but I like it. The train is comfortable. I can walk around. I can read a book or watch something on my phone.
That sounds nice. More comfortable than a bus, I think.
Yes, definitely. The seats are bigger and there's more space. What about you? Do you take the train?
Yes, I take the train when I go downtown. It's easier than driving.
Why is it easier?
Because downtown is always busy. There's a lot of traffic, and parking is very expensive.
How expensive?
Sometimes $20 or $30 for a few hours.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yes, so I take the train. The train fare is only $3.
That's much cheaper. And you don't need to worry about finding parking.
Exactly. What about the subway? Have you ever taken the subway?
Yes. Last year, I went to Chicago for a work conference. Chicago has a good subway system. They call it the L.
Was it easy to use?
Very easy. The maps were clear. I took the subway from my hotel to the conference center every day.
That's convenient. I love cities with good public transportation.
Me too. Public transportation is buses, trains, and subways that everyone can use.
And it's good for the environment.
That's right. If many people take the bus or train, there are fewer cars on the road.
Now, let's talk about bicycles. Do you ride a bicycle, David?
Not usually, but in Chicago, I tried those bike share bikes. You know, the bikes you rent with an app.
Oh, yes, I know those. How was it?
It was fun. I rode the bike along the lake. It was beautiful.
That sounds wonderful. I have a bicycle at home. Sometimes I ride it to the local cafe for lunch.
That's nice. Cycling is good exercise.
Yes, and it's healthy and free. But I only ride when the weather is nice. When it rains, I stay home or walk.
Of course. No one likes riding a bicycle in the rain. Speaking of walking, do you walk a lot?
Yes, I walk every day. I go for a walk in the evening, and sometimes I walk to nearby places, the cafe, the supermarket, the park.
Walking is the best way to get around for short distances.
I agree. And you can say you go on foot. For example, I go to the cafe on foot.
That's a useful phrase. On foot means walking.
Now, you mentioned a rideshare app this morning. Do you use rideshare apps often?
Not very often, but they're very convenient. Do you know Uber or Lyft?
Yes, I use them sometimes. You just use your phone and a car comes to pick you up.
Exactly. And you can see the price before you get in the car.
That's better than a traditional taxi. With a taxi, sometimes you don't know the final price.
That's true, but rideshare apps can be expensive during rush hour.
Why is that?
They have surge pricing. When many people need rides, the price goes up.
I see. So it's more expensive when it's busy.
Yes, sometimes an Uber costs $20 or $30. A bus fare is only $2 or $3.
So for everyday use, the bus is cheaper.
Much cheaper. But when I'm late or I have heavy bags, a rideshare is worth it.
I understand. Sometimes easy is best. What about long-distance travel? Have you ever flown on an airplane?
Yes, many times. I fly when I visit family in California. It's too far to drive.
How long is the flight?
About 5 hours. Flying is fast, but airports can be stressful.
Why stressful?
Because airports are big and busy. You need to arrive early. You need to check your bags. You need to go through security.
That's true. But the good part is you can go to different countries.
Exactly. Last summer, I flew to Mexico. It was amazing.
Wonderful. How did you get around in Mexico?
I walked a lot. Walking is the best way to see a new city. And I took a few taxis. What about you, Amy? Do you like flying?
Yes, I do. I love going to new places. A few years ago, I went on a cruise ship vacation.
A cruise ship? That sounds exciting.
It was wonderful. The ship was like a floating hotel. We stopped at different islands.
How did you get from the ship to the islands?
We took a small boat. It's called a tender. It takes you from the big ship to the shore. The boat ride was beautiful, but sometimes the water was not calm.
What does not calm mean?
It means the water was rough. The boat moved up and down a lot.
Did you feel sick?
A little bit, yes, but it was okay. Most people were fine.
That's good. You know, that reminds me of the movie Titanic. That was a big cruise ship.
Yes, but let's hope our boats are safer than that one.
Definitely. Now, let's talk about some transportation problems. What do you do when your transportation is late?
When the train is late, I feel a little stressed. I check my phone many times.
I do the same thing. When my bus is late, I look at my watch every minute.
Do you call anyone?
If I'm meeting someone, I send a text message. I say, sorry, my bus is late.
That's polite. Everyone understands. Delays happen to everyone.
Exactly. A delay is when something is late. You can say, there's a delay on the train, or the bus has a delay.
Have you ever lost something on public transportation?
Yes. Last year, I left my phone in an Uber.
Oh no! What did you do?
I was very worried. But the driver was very kind. He brought my phone back to me.
That's lucky. I once took the wrong bus.
Really? What happened?
I thought it was the number 12 bus, but it was the number 21 bus. I ended up in a completely different neighborhood.
How did you get home?
I checked my phone for directions. Then I took the correct bus. It was a good learning experience.
That's a good attitude. Making mistakes helps us learn.
Now, you said parking is difficult downtown. Do you ever use a car sharing app? You know, where you rent a car for a short time.
No, I never tried it. Is it easy?
Yes, it's very easy. You use your phone to find a car near you. You unlock it with the app, then you drive it for an hour or two.
That sounds convenient. When do you use it?
When I need to go shopping for many things, you can't carry many bags on a bus or train.
That's a good point. For big shopping trips, a car is useful.
When I drive now, I always check a traffic app first.
Oh, like Google Maps or Waze?
Yes, exactly. It shows me if there's an accident or construction. Then I can choose a different route.
That's smart. A route is the path you take. You can say, I take a different route to avoid traffic.
Speaking of traffic, do you remember that movie, Speed, with the bus that can't slow down?
Yes, that was a very exciting movie. But real buses are not that exciting.
Thankfully, no. Real traffic is just slow and boring.
What about motorcycles? Do you like motorcycles?
No, they're too dangerous for me. I prefer four wheels. Four wheels feel safer.
I understand. I feel the same way. but some people love motorcycles. There's a show called Long Way Round where they travel around the world on motorcycles.
That sounds adventurous, but it's not for me.
Me neither. I'm happy with my bus. Now, let's think about dream transportation. If you could have any transportation, what would you choose?
That's difficult. Maybe a fast train that can take me anywhere in 1 hour?
That would be perfect. No traffic, no delays, just fast and comfortable.
What about you?
I would love a private helicopter. Then I could fly over all the traffic. But that's very expensive and not realistic.
True. In reality, I'm happy with the transportation we have. Trains, buses, bicycles, they work well.
I agree. And now our listeners know how to talk about all of them.
We talked about so many ways to travel today. It was a great conversation, David.
It was, but I think it's a good idea to practice some of the key words again to help us remember.
That's a wonderful idea. Let's do a mini vocabulary review. We'll explain a few words slowly and clearly.
Okay, let's start with a very useful word. Our first word is commute.
Commute. Repeat after me. Commute. Commute.
Good. What does commute mean, Amy?
It means the regular trip you take every day to work or to school. For example, my commute is 45 minutes each way.
My example is, his commute is only 10 minutes. He lives very close to his office.
Now, our second word is rush hour.
Rush hour. Repeat after me. Rush hour. Rush hour.
Rush hour is the busy time in the morning and evening when many people are traveling. The roads are full of cars. The buses and trains are very crowded.
For example, I avoid driving during rush hour.
Now, let's move to a simple phrase. Our third phrase is on foot.
On foot. Repeat after me. On foot. On foot.
On foot means walking. For example, I go to the coffee shop on foot because it's very near my house.
Notice we say on foot, not by foot. On foot is correct.
Now, number 4 is public transportation.
Public transportation. Repeat after me. Public transportation. Public transportation.
It means transportation for everyone to use, like buses, trains, and subways.
For example, using public transportation is good for the environment.
Now, let's talk about fare.
Fare. Repeat after me. Fare. Fare.
Fare is the money you pay for a trip. For example, the bus fare is $2.50.
Another important word is route.
Route. Repeat after me. Route. Route.
Route is the path that a bus or train takes. For example, the number 17 bus has a route through the city center.
Now, the word delay.
Delay. Repeat after me. Delay. Delay.
Delay means when something is late. For example, there was a delay on the subway this morning.
And one more word. Platform.
Platform. Repeat after me. Platform. Platform.
Platform is where you wait for the train. For example, your train is on platform 4.
Let's say them all again. Commute, rush hour, on foot, public transportation, fare, route, delay, and platform.
That's 8 new words. Good job, everyone.
Now, let's quickly review everything we talked about today.
Good idea. We talked about so many types of transportation.
Let's organize them by category. First, public transportation.
That's right. Buses, trains, and subways. I take the bus every day. Well, almost every day.
Trains are comfortable for long trips. You can read or relax.
And the subway. I took the subway in Chicago. The maps were very clear.
Second category is personal transportation, like bicycles.
Cycling is good exercise and good for the environment. But only when the weather is nice.
We also talked about electric scooters. I learned to ride one this week. They're fast for short trips.
And walking. Walking is healthy and free. You can say you go on foot.
Third category is rideshare and taxis.
I tried a new rideshare app this week. It was very convenient. The car came in 5 minutes.
Rideshare apps like Uber and Lyft are easy to use, but they can be expensive during rush hour.
We also talked about car sharing apps. You rent a car for a short time. Useful for big shopping trips.
Fourth category is private cars. I used to drive to work at the primary school.
But parking can be very difficult and expensive downtown.
Sometimes it costs $20 or $30 just to park. That's why many people prefer public transportation.
And we mentioned traffic apps like Google Maps. They help you find the best route.
Finally, long-distance travel, airplanes and boats.
I flew to Mexico last summer. Flying is fast, but airports can be busy and stressful.
I went on a cruise ship vacation. The boat ride was beautiful, but sometimes the water was rough.
We also learned important vocabulary words. Commute, your daily trip to work.
Rush hour, the busy time for travel.
On foot, which means walking.
Public transportation, fare, route, delay, and platform.
We learned useful phrases too, like by car, by train, by bus.
Or, I take the bus, I take the train.
So now our listeners can talk about any type of transportation in English.
Great job today, everyone.
Now it's time for our favorite part, the question of the day.
Yes, we love to hear from you. It helps you practice your English writing.
Today's question is, if you could choose any way to travel to work every day, what would you choose and why?
Let me answer first. If I could choose any way to travel to work, I would choose a fast train.
Why?
Because trains are comfortable, I can read or use my phone, and a fast train means no delays, no traffic, just quick and easy.
That's a wonderful answer. For me, I would choose to walk through a beautiful park.
Walk through a park. Why?
Because walking is healthy and peaceful. I can see trees and flowers. I can breathe fresh air. It would be the perfect way to start my day.
I love that answer. So, listeners, now we want to know about you.
If you could choose any way to travel to work, what would you choose?
A bicycle, a private car, a helicopter, a train, or maybe something unusual.
There are no wrong answers, and please tell us why. The reason is important.
You can write a simple sentence. For example, I would choose a bicycle because it's healthy.
Or, I would choose a helicopter because I could fly over all the traffic.
Please share your answer in the comments below. We read every single comment.
It's the best way to practice your English writing. Don't be shy.
Your English doesn't need to be perfect. Just try. We want to hear from you.
So, to summarize, today we practiced talking about transportation.
We learned many useful words and phrases to describe how you travel.
We hope you feel more confident now to talk about your commute, your trips, and different types of transportation.
Remember, practice is very important. Try to describe your commute to a friend or write it down in your notebook.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who is also learning English.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Speak English with Me,
and click the bell so you never miss a new lesson.
We have new conversations every week to help you practice real English.
Next time, we will talk about a different useful topic for everyday life.
So, from both of us, keep learning, keep practicing, and have a wonderful day.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.